Hi, very good morning to one and all. A warm welcome to all the listeners of this video. And myself, I'm Dinesh Babu from the Department of CSC of Chevrolet Engineering College. And in today's session, we are going to see about some programs on selectors. Previously, we have started the CSS from the last 3 sections. The first section, we have seen what is CSS, that is cascading style sheet, what is internal CSS, what is inline CSS, and what is external CSS, and what are selectors and the types of selectors and how each and every selector is going to select some style. So we have seen all these things in session number 1 on cascading style sheets. In the session number 2, we have started writing some programs. In session 2, we have written some code on inline style sheet and at the same time internal style sheet. And in the next sessions, we have seen what is external style sheet and how we can write a program on external style sheet. And we have executed all of them in the previous sessions. We have seen the output of inline, the output of internal, and the output of external style sheets also. Now here, in today's session, we are going to see the things related to selectors. So before going to the programs on selectors, let us see what are the different types of selectors we have and the definitions related to the selectors, right? So let us move to the, right, these are the selectors. So these are used to select the content you want to style. So if you want to style some content over the web page, these selectors are used to select such type of content, right? So the selectors are of 5 types. So there are 5 types of selectors. So the names of those 5 types of selectors are mentioned here: element selector, ID selector, class selector, universal selector, and group selector. So let us have a look at all these types of selectors. Okay, so let us start with element selector. Let us see the definition of the element selector, and then we can write one program on element selector. Okay, so here is element selector. So the element selector selects the hits some styles by the name of an element, so that whenever we make use of such element in the web page, those styles will get applied. So let us move into the program, right? Let us move to the program and write some code how this element selector can be used in the program. Okay, so for this I am going to use internal style sheet. In order to explain all these programs, I am going to use internal style sheet. When we replace, all right, HTML document. So let us delete all the code what you have seen here. So let us start the program with a HTML tag, and then we have a head tag, and under the head tag we have already seen how to write an internal style sheet. So while writing internal style sheet, we have to use a tag called as style tag under the head section. So the people who don't understand CSS concepts, or who don't understand how to write a program by using inline style sheet, and how to use internal style sheet in HTML, and how to use external style sheet, right? How to write all these types of things, please refer to the previous videos. If you don't know what is CSS and the types of CSS and how to write a programs in CSS, you don't understand this particular class, right? So the people who don't watch those videos, or the people who don't know what is internal, how to write internal, what is external, how to write external, what is inline, and how to write program on inline, please refer to the previous videos. The links are kept in the WhatsApp groups. So please refer to the previous videos so that you can have some knowledge in your mind, so that this class will be very useful, and this class will be only understood by when you have the things of the previous sessions in your mind. So I request all the people who don't know the concepts on CSS and some simple programs on CSS, please refer to the previous video and then please watch this video. Okay, so here I'm going to use internal style sheet. So in order to define an internal style sheet, we have to use style and tag style HTML element, that is tag, inside the head section. So here I want to define some style. So here I am going to use a tag called a style tag. And inside style tag, you can define the styles, what you need for elements, right? So here I'm going to show what is element selector. So here I'm going to select one element. I'm going to apply some styles to that element. For example, I want to select an element called as H1. For this H1, I want to apply some styles. Those styles needed to be applied inside this curly braces. So what I want to apply is, I want to see the H1. Whenever I use H1 in my code, I want to see that H1 in red color. So if you want to see something in the red color, please use the statement similar to this one. We have to use the option called as color, and we need some red color. So mention it as red. And at the same time, I want to align. You all know alignments: left alignment, right alignment, center alignment. I want to align the H1 heading in the center of the web page. So in order to align the text, we have an option called as text align, and we have to align H1 heading in center. So whenever I use H1, that H1 will be in red color, not the H1. H1 tag, whenever we use H1 tag, the content under this tag will be in red color, and the content under this tag will be at the center of the web page, right? So this is the style. If the styles are completed, end it with a style closing tag, right? End it with the style closing tag, and then if you want some title, you can have some title tag. And if you don't want, let us have a title. I want some title here. My title is element selector. And then after giving the title, after closing the title tag, let us close the head tag. And after closing the head tag, let us open the body tag here. Right inside the body tag, you can use any of the tags you want. For example, here in this particular code, I have written, now let us use H1, right? And let us write our college name. Right, let us close this H1. Right, and please observe what will happen to this particular H1 heading. And at the same time, If you want to use any, sorry. Let us use this H1 and write our college name, and let us use the same H1, but write like ID equal to, right? ID equal to some something like ID equal to, so no need of, sorry, here no need of taking ID. 1 second. It is not an ID selector. So let us write H1 college name and use one more H1, write your branch name. Computer science and engineering. Right. So now let us observe the output of this particular code. Right. Close the body tag first, and then close the HTML tag. Right. So now save the code with any of the your interested names. So let us save this code with element.html, because we are working on ID selector by element. So now please observe, right? It was saved under, 1 second. Right, it was saved here. If you observe, the element.html has been saved in this particular code. So now please make a double click on this one in order to see the output. Right, if you observe the output of this particular code, it was directly aligned at the center of the web page. Right, at the same time it was in red color. Right, so this is possible by selecting an element by its name. So this is called as element selector, which is very similar, so almost similar to the internal CSS. In the internal CSS also, we have worked with the same type of example, right? So selecting element by element selector or internal CSS is almost same. So let us move to the next type of selector. So let us go to the PPT and observe the next type of selector here. So the next type of selector is ID selector, right? So the ID selector selects the ID attribute, an attribute of an HTML element to a selected specific element. So an ID is always unique with the page, within the page. So it is chosen to select a single unique element. It is written with the hash character followed by ID of the element. So let us take, don't get confused with the ID selector. So here we are going to write some style, and we are going to use some ID for that, all those styles. That ID should have, right, should have some hash character, right? So whenever we make use of that particular ID, so that all the styles under that ID will get supplied to the elements. So don't get confused. If you observe the program, you will, your doubts will be resolved. Okay, so let us move to the program. Let us move to the program and write the HTML code related to ID selector, so that it will be good. It will be very understandable. Let us close all the code. So start with HTML, and then I want to define all these things in internal style sheet, as I said earlier. Here I am going to use style tag in internal style sheet, right? So that we can apply some styles here. So here we are working on ID selector. Please make a note that the ID selector will have a hash symbol. And here my ID name is CSC. So here my ID name is CSC, and for that CSC, I'm going to apply some styles. Here my styles are text hyphen align, right? Text hyphen align, right? Right. And then I want to apply some color. Here I want a color called as some blue. So whenever we use CSC, the text which is there will be in blue color. At the same time, the text will be aligned at right side of the web page. So let us have a look at how to use these ID selectors inside a HTML code, right? So here we have defined an ID CSC. As we said earlier, that ID selector should start with a hash symbol. So that means hash CSC. We have defined some styles here. We want the color blue. We want the text aligned at the center, at the right of the web page. So we have defined those two styles inside the selector. So whenever the styles are completed, let us close this style tag. Let us close this style tag. And then if you want some title, right? If you want some title, it is the program on ID selector. So I want to give the title of the web page as ID selector. Please close the, and then please close the text section also. Now open the body section, right? Open the body section and write the code what you want to display on the web page. So here, for example, I want to display a H1 heading, right? A H1 heading of our college name. Close the H1 heading. And I want to define one more H1 heading where I will use ID equal to CSC. Where I will use ID equal to CSC. Right? So here I'm going to write our branch name, Computer Science and Engineering, and I'm going to close H1. Right? So after closing these two things, code, and then I'm going to close the HTML tag. Now let us save this program. Selector, I'm saving this ID. It is not a mandate. You can use. Let us open. This was the output of the previous program. I'm closing this one. Let us open this program on ID. Here you can see there is one program with the ID. So if you make a double click on this one, if you observe the output, Chevrolet Engineering College is on the left side with the black color, where our branch name Computer Science and Engineering is on the right side with blue color. Keep one thing in mind, these two things are defined by using the H1 head tag for divided two things. Right? If you just combine the program with the output by keeping both the things side by side. Just combine, right? So the bottom thing is the program what we are seeing, and the background of the program, we have the output of this particular program. Okay, so let us compare the program with the output. HTML tag, because it is an HTML program. We have head section, we have used the style tag in order to define some styles to the web page, and inside the style tag we have used hash symbol followed by CSC. That means this particular thing will define, we are going to use ID selector here, and the selector name is CSC. ID selector and the selector name is CSC. So we are defining some styles under CSC, right? Under the name of CSC. So whenever we use ID equal to CSC inside any of the tags, inside H1 or inside paragraph tag or inside bold tag or inside any other tags, the styles which are under CSC will get applied to those tags, right? So we have written some styles to the CSC tag, and then we have closed with the style tag, and then we have written the title tag, and our title of the web page should be ID selector. So let us verify whether the output window has the title as ID selector. If you observe here, you can observe here, the title of the web page is ID selector because we have used the title ID selector here. And then we have closed the title tag and head tag, and we opened the body tag, and inside the body tag we have written two things. If you observe these two statements, both these things are written with the H1 headings. I will highlight 1 second. Both these two things are written with H1. If you observe the highlights, which was in yellow color and blue color, right? We have used the H1 heading to define, to write Chevrolet Engineering College. We have used the H1 heading to write computer science and engineering over the web page. But there is one minor difference in these two statements. The minor difference is, in the first statement, H1 do not have any attribute. But in the second statement, H1 is having an attribute called as ID, and the ID name equal to, we have given a value of CSC. So that means this for particular this H1 tag, we are going to apply some CSC ID. So if you observe the CSC ID at the top, if you observe the CSC ID, whenever we make use of ID equal to CSC, so that particular text will be aligned at the right side of the web page, and that particular text will be in the blue color. That's what we have mentioned the code for CSC. So we have used the ID equal to CSC here. So this ID equal to CSC has been used to computer science and engineering. So obviously that computer science and engineering is at the, if you observe, the computer science and engineering is at the right side of the web page, right? At the right side of the web page with blue color. Observe here, it is on the right side of the page with blue color, because we have used ID equal to CSC here. But here, if you observe the previous H1 tag, it was just simply given H1 Chevrolet Engineering College closing H1 tag. So that's why it was displayed with some default college with the H1. H1 tag will align the text at the left side of the web page. So not only this one, not only H1, paragraph tag, and inside paragraph tag, I am going to print something. I'm going to write all these things inside the paragraph, right? And then I'm going to close this paragraph. And again, I am going to use the same paragraph tag, but inside paragraph tag, I am going to use ID equal to some CSC, right? And then I'm going to close this paragraph tag. Okay. So if you observe the change, let us save this code. Let's save this code and make a refresh for bits. It was printed on the left side of the screen, at the same time right side of the screen. So both the combination of alphabet. One second. Both the combination of alphabets are written. If you observe, these two things are written under the tag P, right? For the first paragraph, we don't use any ID, but for the second paragraph, we have used ID equal to CSC. That's why these things are defined on the left side, which is in the blue color, and the things which is in the yellow color are displayed on the right side of the web page with the blue color. Okay, so this is how we can use this ID selector, right? And then let us move to the next one. Let us move to the next type of selector. That is class selector. It is very much simple. It is very much similar to ID selector. In the ID selector, we have used a hash symbol followed by name of the ID, right? Followed by name of the ID. But here in this class selector, we are going to use a dot symbol followed by the name of the class. So we write some styles under the class name, and we use those class name during writing HTML tags, so that all the styles under the class name will get supplied to that particular tag. So I'm going to close today's session with this. In the next session, I will show an example related to class selector. It is very simple. Just by changing this one with a dot symbol, the CSC will become a class, and these are some of the styles under that class. And if you make use of that class to any of the tags in HTML, those all styles will get supplied. I will show them in the next class, right? So with this, I'm going to close today's session. Okay. So if you have any queries in today's session, please make a comment in the comment box. And I request you all to please practice the programs. I already told in the previous sessions also, please practice each and every program what you are seeing in these sessions. At the same time, practice some more programs of your own, right? Practice is the only way to get some perfectness on any programming language. At the same time, don't by heart the things. Just keep the things in your mind and work on them in different ways, so that it will be very helpful to learn and to remember all the things of your language, right? So I really thank each and everyone who are watching this video, and thank you very much for being here for the entire session. Thanks a lot, and I'm closing this today's session. Thank you.